Eric Jackson, to you, technology stocks really rallied back. You've been buying some of the most beaten down names. I mean, some of the, the once high flying ones you've been dabbling back in. What do you make of the space right now?
Well, I think there's still a lot to choose from. I'm not saying get in with the full position in all these names, Scott, but you have to look at them and say, hey, these have never been cheaper as public companies. Forget about just during the pandemic, ever, on a price to sales basis. So yeah, this week I bought Zoom, I bought Zillow, I didn't buy Snap, but all three of those names have never been cheaper on a trailing price to sales basis since they've been public companies.
I mean, in the last couple of weeks, you want to add some names to your shopping spree, if you want to call it that. Twilio and Upstart and Carvana. So, I mean, you've been really looking at the ones that have been hammered the most.
Yeah, and not all. I mean, most of them are cash flow positive, not all of them. But I definitely have this fundamental view that I think that the growth stocks and the small caps are going to bottom before the S&P or the NASDAQ bottom. That's what happened during the dot-com era. Some names bottomed a year or two before the broader markets bottomed. So I think you really need to take advantage of periods of dislocation in some of these names and look to start positions in them, because those, for Snap, Tuesday might have been it. We might never see $12 again. It's up, I think, 26% since Tuesday.
Why didn't you buy that one? I mean, you singled it out as one of those that you did not buy. Will you?
It's one that I've owned in the past. I think I want to see how some of the other social media stocks do over the coming few weeks with their next set of earnings before I dabble back in Snap. With other names like Zoom, I mean, this is going to be around for a long time. It's a prodigious cash flow generator. We're going to keep using Zoom. They're going to keep doing something with all that cash. So that's a name that I wanted to buy. Zillow is getting back to basics. It's getting out of the home buying business. It makes much more money in its traditional business. And if you look ahead to what they're going to continue to make from it, again, it's never been cheaper as a public company.
I mean, the tech trade, I feel like there was a moment this week, and maybe it was NVIDIA, right? The earnings come out. Everybody has loved that stock. It's gotten, it was down like 45%, right, from the high. Company comes out, it reports, the stock goes down, and then it reverses and closes higher. And sort of that was a moment that felt to me that was significant in terms of where the tech trade is, particularly around sentiment.
And they weren't the only ones, Scott. Snowflake yesterday, down big after hours, was positive yesterday. Farfetch, which I own, was down. They kitchen sinked the quarter. We're down 10% after hours last night. They were up 30% earlier today. We saw it with Alibaba as well. So that makes me optimistic about the broader market, Scott, is that bad news, and kitchen sinking the quarter is now actually being bought, not sold.
Yeah. For all of you who might be listening, and you can hear the clapping behind me, it's a significant moment on the floor, and it always is at this time of the year when Fleet Week takes place in New York City, and servicemen and women are filing right in front of our set here towards the podium. Members of the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Coast Guard as well in celebration of that. So the big ships are in town, and those who have made a very big sacrifice for the safety and security of all of us are here on the floor of the stock exchange, and that is why you hear the clapping from those on the floor as they gather ahead of the closing bell here. It's quite a scene, and it always is. So, Eric, I'll get back to you. I just wanted to let everybody know about this moment that's happening right here, which continues to go on. You feel like this move in some of these mega cap names can be trusted, that it has legs? I still feel like some don't believe in it.
Well, nobody believed in the comeback after the pandemic lows. I mean, probably it took 2 months after the March 2020 lows before people actually believed in the rally. So we can climb that wall of worry for a while. We'll see. I mean, again, another thing that makes me optimistic is if you start to look at some of these individual tech stocks that have really just been washed out, and they basically lived this entire year below their recent moving averages. For the first time ever, just in the last week or so, a lot of these names are starting to get above their 10-day moving averages, and the composites like the QQQs or the IWMs. Or the HYG, like they've all recently gone above their recent moving averages. So that can be some accelerant, I think, on this move into the first few days of next month.
All right, Eric, I'm going to leave it there. We'll talk to you again soon.